It's alright, I'll
Oh,
hold it up.
wait.
Between that and the fact that she was nice to Nick, I'm
It's
saying
back.
something's up here.
It's back. You guys as if cams have frozen, but it's back. And welcome everybody back to Prepare from Dungeoneers week 7. I think how I'm gonna cut this video is this is gonna be part 2. So welcome to part 2 YouTube. Anyway, let's continue on. So Syro, do that healing.
Okay. I try to fix her broken bones.
Yeah, you don't heal it. Like that's the thing. Like with serious wounds, you basically expend it to heal her bones. Okay, you heal her bones, and she casts off the. And she says, "Well, if you're going up there, I could help you. I've lived in the Witch Cross for a long time. I know the way."
Ooh, that would be really helpful.
Does she know the way through the woods?
Oh yes, of course. Most of my childhood I spent in those woods.
Really? Because we got told they were pretty dangerous.
People say what they say when they do not know what they're talking about. When you live there, you know where to go, how to go about it, and there's always dangers in the world. And well, of course, I can take care of myself. And
Clearly.
she
I'd say that.
she turns around and says, "Look," and looks at like a tree, and casts a fireball on the tree.
What?
Yes. My suspicions. Suspicions confirmed. Psychopath confirmed.
I'm very surprised by that.
Says, "Yes, I'm a sorcerer myself."
I put every effort into making sure that the fire on the tree is put out.
There's like she chose a lonely tree in the middle of nothing.
Okay.
I still try and put it out.
I want to know if she's being straight up with us or something.
Did you just cast a fireball? There's not really many ways you
I'm
can lie
sorry.
about casting a fireball.
I don't mean that. I mean, she's wounded and then she wants to help us and she's friendly with Nick. Or
Yes,
Alexander.
that's the most important.
Yeah, she
Well,
recognized it as a
she-
wizard.
He is a wizard of a higher rank than me. I must pay my respects. It is but courtesy in our order.
I want to correct
Be
you.
him of black robes or not.
I want to interrupt that. You're not a wizard of lesser rank. You're a sorcerer. You're an abomination. You're aware of that.
That's...
She
Hey Alexander, that's not a nice thing to say.
Can I interrupt as well? Can I just pull him off the back of his horse?
You pull him off the back of his horse. Okay. Oppose strength checks.
Oppose. There is no way I'm winning that.
Go on, roll.
I
You
know,
might roll
that's
a 1
why
and you might roll a 20.
it's an opposed strength check.
That's actually quite a good roll. Good man. Oh no, I've got the gauntlets on, haven't I?
Yep. But nope. Like,
There
and he's
If
like,
if I can't get him off, I just stomp my feet.
oh shit. You do realize there are like 4 horses around you.
What position is everybody in around them then?
Well, all of you are together. You're not scattered around. So
Well,
if you stomp
I
your
went down
feet,
the
Yeah,
horse.
but I'm guessing everyone's not like in a neat line behind them when we
no,
just stomp
not a
them.
neat line. But if you stop, it's a circle. So everybody would be.
It's a cone from.
Ah,
the
it's a
front of my-
cone.
Question, how do you stomp your feet while on a horse?
I know I got off the horse, but the fire off.
He got off the horse.
Okay, so you stomp your feet. Okay, you stamp your feet at the poor horse.
stomp.
What's the save?
What's this going?
What's the save against the stomping feet?
DC. Got the DC written in the thing. DC 14.
Okay, so Nick, what you need to do, right now, is a
Yes.
right check first.
Can he foreseeably do it at a bit of a negative because I'm also pulling
He
on
does a. Yeah, you don't manage to stay on your horse, and now you need to do me a reflex check.
Reflex save, you mean?
Yeah, reflex save. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's good enough. You managed to get away from the horse that was gonna fall on you.
Alright. So I sidestepped, I pat some dust off my robe, I realize what's happening, and I just turn back to the girl and say, no offense intended, of course.
He never means any offense.
She puts a hand on you and says, "Don't worry, This is not the first mage I've met. They're all the same."
It's alright, don't worry, he's not fireproof either.
Just don't cause more trouble on account of me, sir.
Sir, why are you even kind to me? You don't know me. I just insulted you.
You see, normal people, I don't know if this is just a dwarven thing or whether it's just a mage thing that you're struggling with. Normal people are just generally nice to each other in general.
Well, the actual normal thing is that sorcerers and wizards are aggressive to each other.
Yes, but they don't go around insulting each other to the point where they start casting destructive spells at each other.
Well, I didn't cast it. Anyway, he asked why she's even kind to me when she doesn't even know me, and I called her an abomination.
She does because that is the proper way of behaving, sir. And if we don't have our humanity and our civilization, what do we have left?
Can I make a sense motive to that?
Yeah, of course.
Sense motive, wisdom, alright.
Can we all make more things to that? Because I'm still naturally curious about this person.
I'm sitting here wondering if I can make one too.
Just
yes,
ask me. Actually, from now on, this is gonna be a rule. Whenever you wanna do a spot, a listen, a search, or a sense motive, you just GM roll it to me with a text after, sense motive or stuff like that. Don't tell it. Don't say it from now on. Okay?
Alright.
Okay.
I don't think any of this sense much anyway.
Yeah.
How do you do a GM roll?
Slash GM roll.
Okay.
Instead of roll.
Exactly like that.
Okay.
Okay. You don't know how good you have read her, but you feel like she's being honest.
I am very weirded out, so I'll just squint my eyes and turn my back around and see the state my horse is in, and if I see it's dead, request a new one.
No, it shouldn't be dead.
It's not dead, it's just fallen on the ground and it's panicking. It hasn't broken its foot, it hasn't taken any mage damage, it's just
I shall request a new horse because that one is defective. Can someone bring me horse? Farmers?
Nothing wrong with this one, and I help the horse up.
You do me a hand animal check.
Oh my god.
You still manage to do it, but you might get kicked in the face in the process.
Get bait, infected.
I activate my strength stance while I'm handling the horse. And
you can't activate a stance of offensive, like on the that's an offensive stance.
It's gonna kick me in the face. How is that not offensive?
Are you planning to attack it?
He will pat it.
You're okay.
I get an extra bonus 2 AC to larger creatures with that stance.
You're okay. It doesn't attack you. You manage to calm it down, like steady, and you raise it up. You help.
Offer it a carrot.
What?
Or
Yeah, you
I
throw a carrot.
apologize to it and offer it a carrot or whatever food I can find in my ration.
Yeah, it accepts it, and
The druid's not with us, is he?
no.
Good.
The girl,
I already pissed off the druid before.
the girl
bear still
presents to be no. None of the Golden Company is with you anymore.
Nice.
I was hoping to keep my bear cavalry though.
Yeah, that's. You do know the HP of a dire bear?
Yes, that's why I wanted to keep it.
No, never. The girl presents herself to be Mia Serani.
Sarah.
Miha Serani, and she says, "I would gladly help you cross the rest if as I see, and she kind of looks again at the donkey. You are what you say you are.
Why did you look at the donkey?
And like dragon head, hydra.
Oh,
head.
that's donkey. I thought you were talking to the donkey. I like, if you are what you say you are, but it's a fucking donkey. What the hell do you think it is? A mage in disguise?
You are what you say you are. Are you okay, girl? You know, you're talking to a donkey now. Not sure how much help you'll be.
Okay. So go on.
While we're here, I ask around if there are wounded or sick people that need
I
immediate
just said
help.
that there are like shit ton of people on.
Yeah, and but I said immediate help.
Yeah, there are like
Are there
10
people?
people that are loaded on the. That 5 of them are sick, and the other 5 have medium to serious injuries.
Okay, are they all in like one place?
Yeah, they're
Are they all
on the-
gathered like hospital?
they're all gathered
There are
in
probably no
one place.
hospitals, but in like okay.
They're
I
being
will-
gathered into the carts to be moved.
Okay, I will go there and cure mass light wounds on the injured ones.
Okay.
And if they're low on curators, they're all to full because that heals
Jesus.
1d8 plus 19. So
Sorry if I offended somebody, but I'm not sorry.
Muhammad, anything that applies henceforth, insert religious figurehead here.
well, actually, let's focus. Slashar d8 plus. They all get 24 HP.
Yeah, you do realize you're like healing level 1 and level 0 NPCs, so yeah, all
I know.
of them are full.
Yeah, they're
They
all full.
raise like from the dead, but there are ones that are still
We'll
sick.
say
are
that
still
around the
sick.
mage.
And for the deceased sick ones, I have cleanse disease. I can use that once, and that's a special ability for the class. So one gets cured by that. And let's see if I took that spell. No. Okay, I can cure one of the sick ones. And I will cure the one that looks the most sick.
Is there a general store or anything around?
General store around here doesn't seem to be.
So no place to buy like oil and flint and steel or something?
Roll me a 1d20, simple 1d20. Yeah, you can find like a merchant was smart enough to know that people might still be needing stuff while like the merchants are the first ones to disappear from the city, so it stayed back with the secret cache of stuff, and now it's selling it for double the price.
Ah, lovely.
Did we all go together with this, or did you try and go by yourself?
I was just heading off by myself. I was
Yeah,
leaving
totally.
you guys with the healing and the.
Resurrect-
Doing whatnot.
resurrecting them.
If you want to follow, I mean, I guess.
No,
you
just
can
if
follow
we all,
the- yeah,
if we all
halfling.
went together, then no, sorry.
So she's like Mia says to who's are you the leader of this party? And like asks Cyril.
No, I'm just. He's the leader, and I point to Alrak.
His Master Dwarf. I would be honored to be into your service. Would you accept me?
As long as you keep the fireballing under control.
Yes, of course, Master Dwarf. And
We just
then-
need to decide because I kind of want to go through the woods. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, she said that she'll bring us through woods. So.
I know, but that's kind of we all have to decide. Are we all going to go through the woods?
Yeah, I vote for yes.
I'm not there, so.
yeah,
We foreseeably could have had this conversation on the way.
On the way where? You guys were sticking around the.
On the way here.
But we didn't know about. the woods.
We
and
did.
they offered to go through.
I want to go through the woods anyway.
Okay, I guess my guy would be kind of like, hey, whatever.
Oh,
So
well.
we'll get through the woods.
I still ask Nick for his opinion on the matter.
You're still asking for?
Do you
Your
want to
opinion.
go through the woods? A diplomatic person. Even though your vote doesn't matter, I still ask for it. I learned from Tony Blair.
Can you say that again? I think Skype.
Do you want to go through the woods or a la pathway?
I say that it will be a nice hike.
Excellent. We all go through the woods then.
Okay, when we're all gathered together, so maybe later, I want to do something.
Okay. Okay. Well, you go about buy whatever you want. Devil of the normal items. You get them easily, but at double price.
Alright.
So you double the money. Alexander. Do you follow the party? Do you have a mind
Yes.
of your own? Okay. After a bit, all of you meet each other in the town square, and Miha says, "Well, it's getting dark. We should get some sleep unless you want to travel by night."
We need sleep.
We need sleep, yes.
Yeah, the tavern is almost empty.
Our healer just wiped himself out with spells.
I only use like 2 spells. It's like I'm fine, don't worry about it.
You never know though.
Well, as we're here talking, I will also say, I was given a cloak by a member of the Golden Company, and I now have an extra one. I have this cloak of resistance that I used to wear. If none of you are using any magical cloaks, this could come in useful.
I'll get it.
Okay, I'll game
Are
it
you
gives
sure,
plus
are you
1
sure
plus
you don't
7
want my magical cloak?
I don't have
prefer-
a magical cloak, and I probably would.
I get out the
benefit
golden
from it.
rag and
It's probably not your size.
Probably
hold,
not,
hold,
but I can
hold the
use it as a
golden rag
blanket.
up to see if you'd rather have that.
I mean, yes, I'll get it because it's better if people don't like people with black robes. So you don't get it.
That too.
Doesn't want my golden.
So +1 to every
Right.
save, right?
Yeah, cloak of resistance plus 1 to every save. And I'll
Okay.
remove it from a character sheet. Now
Come
I
on,
have the cloak.
let us go get you some rooms. And she points towards Ian.
Does she not have a home? I ask her.
She says, I am more of a wanderer since my parents died.
You live here though, right?
Here, she points at the tavern. I
You
pay
did a
for
tavern
my
all your
lodgings. No, I've lived there and there, wherever I could find a place.
Okay then, you done?
And like she greets, "Hey Tim," and she sits down, orders some drinks, and then
How does Tim react?
Tim just waves back and brings over the drinks. Okay, yeah, brings over the drinks and says, like asks you about lodgings and stuff. I guess you guys pay the money and stay the night.
Yep.
Okay. You each get separate
Who
rooms,
pays
of
for
course.
them, by the way?
According to the lawyer of mage payment, which I now have in my backpack, the rogue should be paying for your lodgings. As dated 1st of the 7th of 1942. Gary Standard Time.
Okay.
So who
Yeah.
pays for me?
Do you pay for it?
Yeah, I'll pay for him. I'll kind of look at the bartender and say, or the innkeeper and say, so how much to put him in the stables?
For a room?
He looks at you and says, "Tables are free."
Oh, lovely. Okay, then here's your free. Hey, got you lodging.
It does specifically state in the lawyer of the mage payment that it shall be things that he requires for progression of the party, and he has specifically requested a room, not a stable room. So, according to
You have
the
no
lawyer,
idea. You have no idea what he just talked to him.
You just said he offered him a stable room. You just said it out loud.
No,
Yeah,
I whispered to the.
Yeah, he did. He did whisper.
Alright, whenever I find out that I got a stable room, I will remind you of the contract and say that I requested
Well,
a normal room.
Yeah, but
1 second.
who
1
says that's
second.
for the good?
Stable comes after. So you drink your drinks. The bartender gives the room keys to everybody, directs everybody but you, Alexander, upstairs and says your room is there, and points behind the bar, and says have a good night. I'll be going to take some shut eye myself.
Why is his room somewhere else?
Says Rogue requested it. You said
So
Rogue
I'm
takes
going
his
to
room.
find the rogue.
No, have my room.
Oh, you don't know what's happening.
You just said the rogue requested it.
With the Rogue
Halfling.
requested the room.
Request-
The halfling,
Yeah,
sorry.
but I'm not known as a rogue.
I go to find Hennessy.
We're all together.
Yeah, you all together at this point.
Yes. So I asked him to explain what
Shut
is
up.
this.
I paid for your lodgings. What's wrong with that?
We both know that you're wealthy
Again, you
enough
have
to
no
afford
idea
any
it's a
room.
stable.
I have idea it's stable.
It's
He
behind
told
the
me
bar.
to get out.
It's-
Alright, I go there, and then I found out, and then I get out and say the same thing.
Okay, go
Well,
on.
hold on. He's going out to the stable. Do I see him going out to the stable?
Everybody
Or behind
sees
the
him.
bar?
Like, I mean, everybody
Okay.
goes at this point towards their rooms unless they want to do anything else. Especially.
Lovely. At this, I don't
I
know.
still want to know
Metagaming
why he
now.
hasn't got given a key and why his room's somewhere else.
Okay.
I don't know if it's metagaming now, but if I was gonna hide if he went to his room.
Alright, I will stay in the stables. Alright, takes too much time. I will take the silent treatment.
No, if I find out it's a stable, you can sleep in my room. I can outplay the rogue on this trick anyway if you want.
Miha raises, Master Dwarf, I do not mind if he takes my room. There, I have
No.
a extra. I have an extra bed in my room. He can sleep there.
Whatever, but I have a magic bedroll, so I can sleep anywhere and raise a middle finger to the rogue and be completely fine.
Master Mage, would you mind sleeping in my room tonight?
Can I make it? Sorry. Let me think about it.
Yeah. Just remember, you two. If you two get really kinky and accidentally cast things at the same time, the damage multiplies.
What? What do you say?
She seems like a kinky bitch. If she casts while you cast in sex, then it's gonna really hurt everybody.
Fireballs will go.
Especially if she critical hits.
Fireballs will go out tonight.
I will cautiously tell her to lead the way.
She leads you upstairs to a room. There's like a corridor and like 3 rooms on the right, 3 rooms on the left, 3 rooms like there's Cyril, then you have Varrak.
And when you see Valrak, Valrak just whispers to you and says, "If you need help, scream."
Okay.
And I take my Diamond Ward, thing off my armor, and I put in my resting gem into my armor, and I sleep in my armor tonight.
Okay. Don't you need some equipment to do that, or can you just like exchange them like that?
The gem, it just says you can they just slot in and you just take them off and you
Okay.
can interchange. So it's not like they imbue
The
or
armor
anything
becomes
like that.
fluffy.
Okay. Well, it's the night.
Before going to bed,
Yeah.
I will walk the streets of this town and see if there are any like poor people on the streets wounded, and heal them. And then after like an hour of walking around,
Heal the murderer!
Okay. Nick, can you give me a listen check? GM roll, please. Okay. Okay. You sleep well, nothing happens. You call it
Wait a
Hennessy.
minute. Before I sleep,
Go on.
I want to just make sure that the spell book is right below me, that no sneaky gig will try to get it, and I'll try to stay awake as much as I can until the limit of resting well for the day,
Okay.
to make sure that nothing.
Basically means just like a 30 minutes because you get like 8 hours max of sleep per night.
Yes. Right. Yes.
No, I mean like for spells. Like if you wanna keep awake more, then you don't get your spells back.
All right. And next morning, do I roll another character or?
No. Why? But I didn't say anything like that. You sleep contently. Hennessy did the
I
same.
never wake up again.
So does Vorak. So well,
yes.
and you're walking the streets at night. I'd like you to do me
Hello.
I'd like you to do me a listen check.
Okay. GM or
GM, yes. Yeah, okay. You hear footsteps behind you.
I turn around.
Okay.
I mean, I look behind me because I didn't think someone would be walking at this time.
There's a robed woman robed in the white coats of Peror, just walking down the street towards the exit of the city.
Good evening. You said woman,
Oh,
right?
I didn't mean to roll that, sorry.
She
Okay,
says
good
under
evening,
her
lady.
cloak with a like old voice. Good evening.
What are you doing out at this hour of the night?
The right that remains in the city must be kept by the keepers of peril every night.
I understand. Be careful. These are dangerous times.
Thank you. Do me a spot check.
Always gem.
Normal, you can do it normal, Jim.
Oh well, I can reroll that if you want.
No, it's okay. It's completely okay. Yeah, you spot nothing. You move on, and you hear you hear something too, but it's like it's seemingly like, what do you call it? What's the name for it? Ignorable sound, just like the creak in the wind.
Yeah.
And
Background noise.
then you fall to the ground, and you are in. Like, all of your body is covered in
No saving throw.
in
Cheers.
second in web.
No saving throw, I'm guessing.
You do have a saving throw, but on your turn. So roll me initiative.
This was a bad idea. 9.
Okay, you go first. You may attempt a escape artist or a strength check to break free from this web entanglement you're in.
Well, they're both sucky. So let's try escape artist. Also, I'm trying to look around to see what happened. And I'm guessing I'm stuck. That's another one. You're muted, Chuky, I think, if you're talking.
You see,
he was just saying how you escaped, that's all.
you see the white robes of the woman to your side. You're basically like on the ground, face down, and you see like the robes, like the with the corner of the robes falling down, and instead of feet, you see hairy spider feet, and you hear a laughing voice as she goes down. She goes down and bites you.
So she goes
I
down
see
or she...
18, but...
Bites her.
Wait, but if I'm inside the web, doesn't she need to go inside the web as well?
No, she can. It's like a spider bites a fly. She has like an you know.
Okay, well.
One second. Okay. Well, she does bite you. You are on the ground. It's an auto attack, unfortunately.
Just hopes he doesn't take the stuff. So we can res you.
I like that. Not everyone's worrying about his character at this moment of time. You're like, I hope he doesn't take stuff.
You take 5 points of damage, and you need to do me a Constitution check.
Oh boy.
Isn't it 40 to save for poison, if it's poison?
Yeah, 40 to save. That's Constitution check.
It's Constitution plus base saves.
And that's probably a fail. 1 second.
You try and keep consciousness, but you cannot.
Wait, I fell asleep?
You fall unconscious. Okay. Next
So
day.
when do I roll a new character?
Next day. Alexander, you wake up unscathed, nothing happened to you. Miha is in her bed, still sleeping. Dvorak, you wake up rested, no problem with your armor, and Hennessy, yeah, you wake up as well, all good and well. Go on.
I will-
I don't remember even going to bed.
I think we forgot the halfling, by the way.
Yes, you kind of skipped over
Relax.
what I was doing last night, so...
Well, sorry about that. Tell me, don't interrupt me. Tell me. Stupid
He
DM.
was
Well, you had
walking
already
around
started
town.
the combat with,
He was walking
Uh,
around town.
Sorry,
He
sorry
was
about
walking
it.
around town, and then you
What?
had him do a save, and we completely skipped
What?
over me.
Yeah,
and then he's already...
He did say that all of us went to our rooms, though.
Yeah, and
No,
I
I
was
said I went and hid. I didn't say I went to my room.
No, you said that if
You said that you
said it was
hid
go.
him.
Yeah, you said
If
you
he
were-
went to the stables, I was gonna go and hide.
Yeah, but he didn't go to the stable.
Yeah, he did.
No,
He went to
didn't.
the stables, found out they were stables,
You
No,
came
no, no.
back.
You went and hid in your room.
Did I say my room?
I don't
Yes.
I
remember.
don't remember
No,
saying my
he
room.
said he was going to hide in the stables, but there's no way that you could go and hide in the stables.
No,
without-
I wasn't gonna go and hide in the stables.
No,
I was
he-
gonna go hide outside.
Yeah, but
You
ca-
said that
we
you
were
were going to
all
hide in your
together, and then he goes to the stable, and then he comes back again.
Yeah, when he goes to the stables and sees where he's sleeping, I'm going to go hide. I wasn't saying I was gonna go hide in my room. I was saying I was gonna go hide.
And you just
I
think
remember that.
and you just think that everybody else is going to stand there and watch you hide.
No,
Probably
I
left the
think
room.
they're gonna go. Oh, the rogue's going out. Why is the rogue going? I don't know. Maybe he's going to go get something roguish.
Roguish.
I remember him doing that.
I'm sorry about that.
It is an unforeseeable thing that you would have hidden, though.
You can
I
easily go
couldn't.
out.
No.
I didn't hear you.
If Nick wandered off by himself to the stable that the bartender said that was specifically requested for by the rogue, and then the rogue walks off after him, there
Yes,
would-
but all of you
Not
don't
after him.
know. I
We
wasn't
know-
going after him. I
we
was
know-
going to the
okay,
stable.
you know what?
that your
You know
room
what?
is
Guys,
that way,
guys,
and you're traveling
guys.
that way.
This has happened already. Nothing would be retract because we've already gone with it. So we are going
Yeah, that-
meaninglessly next time. Just remember, like, remind me earlier.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, when I realized that something was happening that would end the night, it was kind of too
Yeah,
late to remind you because I
I
couldn't really
I know.
do
I'm sorry.
that in middle combat. Thing.
I apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do now. So we'll just bear with it.
Yeah, I
okay?
know. I was just going. Wait a second. What happened here? I did nothing all night. What?
So, you guys all wake up. You guys go down for breakfast.
I want to actually watch over till she awakes before I take a step out of bed.
You
the creep.
watch over who?
The girl.
Yeah, she goes, powders her nose, changes clothes, and then goes down to eat breakfast.
Before she goes home while she's being prepared, like casually mention, like discussion. Do you know anything about necromancy?
The rogue will at this point just facepalm.
No way, you're not together yet.
Oh, no, yeah, you're not together.
I
a
don't
little
care. I
bit,
still
yeah.
facepalm.
Yes, I have learned of all the arts.
Learned. Like?
Well, there's a certain spell that I know how to cast. I think you might know it. It is it is something that I use against very powerful enemies. It's called spider poison.
Hmm.
Spider poison.
Interesting study. I have to admit that for all their flaws, sorcerers are gifted.
Thank you, Master Wizard. I hope I may change your opinion of us further in the quest we embark on.
If you want any knowledge of more advanced spell languages like Draconic, I can help you a bit.
That would be excellent. I would like to practice when we have the chance.
Alright? And now we go down, I guess.
Okay. You'll go down. You'll 5 minutes, 10 minutes pass, and Silo is nowhere.
Everyone is aware of it, I presume.
I'd go and look for him.
Yes, I'll go with you.
You go into his room, and his room seems to be untouched.
Here.
Her.
Oh, again, sorry. Well, you go into her room, and her room seems to be untouched. It was not even opened. You need to get the bartender to open the room, and he does. And nothing has been touched inside. Not even her bags are there.
Someone must have seen it. How many other people are in the bar area?
Miha is downstairs, still eating. And the bartender with her. And everybody else, there's nobody else in the bar.
How many people were in the town when we were wandering around?
A normal town, that's like, there's still a couple hundred people still evacuating. Like you had the priests and priestesses that were evacuating the sick and the injured and the children, which they still are doing, from what you can gather. There's the black market merchants who are selling stuff overpriced. And you have the bartender and Micha who are staying back for you now.
I asked Miha if she had any idea what could have happened to them, seeing as she's quite familiar with the dangerous aspects of this town, and also the people who are in need of help as well. So she's either going to be in two places, one in a bit of bother, or two healing somebody.
I do not know what happened to him. Is something in the night, I guess.
I ask her if she can cast a scrying spell, because I'm not trained in divination.
I do not have much knowledge in divination either, master wizard. I'm sorry.
Do you know a cleric in town? Because they do it also.
Yes, there are a couple of clerics still in town. We could try that.
Can you lead me to the most powerful in your?
She said that some things have happened in the night. So, what could have happened in the night is what I was asking her.
I don't know. There might. I've heard of disappearances and people going missing, but I have attributed that to like. They've been the guards. Told you the ones who beat me. I managed to like kill the one who almost was trying to kill me in his drunkenness, but like the others are still out there, and I don't know what they're capable of. And there might be goblins from across the river from the Witchwood or other animals. Sometimes we have problems with our bears. Even other like
goblins inside of the city.
I do not know. I'm just saying one of many that could have happened. We have had problems with goblins from north. They have come, and our guards have killed many of them.
I just leave straight away to go looking.
You say what?
I just leave straight away to go looking.
You lead where?
Leave straight away to go looking.
Okay.
I will ask the sorceress to guide me to a cleric.
Okay,
While he is leaving.
She guides you to a cleric.
Alright, and I ask him if he can, or he knows any cleric trained in divination.
You get to the front of the church. People are leaving with the cards and like card by card, and she's inside and back in the altar. That's where the head priest is.
Alright, I'll ask her that one of our friends, a servant of Pelor, is, I think it's Pelor, right?
Yes, he's a servant of Pelor, yes.
Yes, is lost, and I have a possession of her to help in scrying if you're able to.
Do me a spot check.
How do you do a whisper?
/W, and if you're talking to Chuky, then GM space.
GM check or just?
GM check. Spot.
GM roll. So? The sorceress is with me, by the way, right? Alright, I made my check.
Yeah, the sorcerer is with you. One sec. You notice something very familiar in the guy, like in the head priest in front of you. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you think something is wrong with this. Very wrong.
Alright, I want to... While we're...
And Hennessy, just to you, she seems to have been lying. Okay, go on.
Alright, while talking, what does the head priest respond anyway? Because I
says, "Yes, my child, follow me. I will use the orbs of scrying to find your friend. Of course, any servant of Peror needs to be helped by our god in this time of need."
Alright, as we follow the priest, I want to whisper to the sorceress to use detect magic.
She nods and says, "Keep him busy. I need some cover, not to heal me."
Alright. While we're at it, I can prepare a spell, right? Like have it ready in my...
Yes, of course.
And
You have to do something to prepare it, though, right?
Yes, I have to speak.
But you
And
kind of
I-
need to utter the words itself, you know.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Bobbidi bobbada bobbadoo.
Yes, I am preparing a magic missile, but only with verbal components. Because I have the force missile mage, I don't have somatic components, so I just move and matter.
Okay.
And I follow him.
So they went into the temple.
Okay, 1 second, I need to respond to somebody.
Oh god.
Okay. Well, just okay. Well, let's see. She
So Alex doesn't even know whether he's got skin on his body yet or not.
she casts a spell, and I would like you to do me a willpower save, Alexander.
That's the easiest. That's the easiest.
She comes near you, and you hear voices in your head that you can identify are from her. It's like, lie down, sleep. Is this not too hard for you?
Who is
I will
doing
make
this?
everything easier.
Cheers.
Who is doing
She
this?
is. She is.
The priest?
No, she is.
The
Miha.
person you slept next to.
Me? Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, the person you slept next to.
Well, roll me initiative. Everybody. Actually, not you. Not
Whoa.
everybody, but only you, Alexander. I don't know.
Roll.
So it's me
Hold
versus
on.
Not yet.
you, okay.
Roll.
Right.
Go on.
Do I get to pick? I get to pick new prepared spells, right? Because I slept.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you want me to PM them now?
Yes.
No, just make them up as you go along.
You need to PM me your spells every day each time you wake up. Unless you PM them to me, I'm gonna say they're the same as last day.
But they are the same last day if you do it that
But
way.
they
Yeah,
aren't.
they are the same. No, they are the
Alright.
same.
Alright.
You
I
need to
accept
tell
it.
me every day if you change them. Because that's like...
Alright,
didn't-
I will accept it. Alright.
Okay.
You didn't even learn your change of spells, you know.
What do you do?
Initiative.
Okay.
But I should have a surprise round because he doesn't know if I'm affected or not.
Yeah, I know.
can't.
You can act however you like. So what do you act?
One minute.
How do you act?
So, at this moment, where is the head priest?
In front of you.
Oh my god, I rolled the wrong
uttering
thing.
some words. You're not rolling initiative yet. You gave me a condition. The condition hasn't happened. Go on, Alexander.
The spell was from the sorceress and not the head priest. That's what you're saying.
Yes, the head priest is still chanting over an orb. Like, oh, here we go.
But I have.
Can I?
Can I
can I
make some kind of knowledge religion to see if the priest is chanting religious stuff or if he wants to smite me down?
No.
Well, I request
it's a
open
spellcraft.
Spellcraft, yes. Okay, better. More points.
And Hennessy,
Chucky,
what are you
can I
doing?
roll? Can
Yes,
I roll
yes.
since I'm aware of what's going on?
Yeah, you can roll initiative.
Lovely. Thank you. That 6 is lovely.
How is he
Your
here?
rest.
He probably hid and followed me.
Go on.
I rolled spellcraft.
33.
He must be pretty fucking
He's-
hidden if he followed them.
He's doing shit. He's not doing anything.
Okay. If he's
Oh.
not doing anything,
And now you
for,
need... You did a spellcraft check. That's a standard action.
for a free action, it's a standard action. Alright,
Yeah.
then for the minor action, I'll release the magic missiles on here because I
Okay.
had prepared.
Yeah, no problem.
Right, so she gets wrecked.
Do the damage on him.
Her.
Her
the
or him.
sorceress. Well, the priest is doing shit. I figured it
No,
out, so I'm
the
not worried
priest
about
is
it.
not doing anything. It's like he's chanting something, and that's not actually magic.
Okay, so I attack her. That's why.
Like, I just figured
4
out how-
missiles go on her for 13 damage.
Okay, yeah. And like as you turn around, you see this. Need to find her form. Basically a big spider with the face of
Oh,
the girl that you
actually,
did
look
before.
at that. It's instantaneous.
What?
So I don't have to. Spellcraft is instantaneous.
Yeah, but instantaneous is still an action, it's an immediate action.
It's an immediate.
It's no action required.
No action required, so I can cast a normal spell and
Yeah,
my missile.
yeah, you can.
Alright. I will also cast a Scorching Ray before the missile goes off, which is a ranged touch attack.
Wait, you do provoke an attack of opportunity with that.
Has she turned yet? Because it's a surprise
She is
round.
behind you. That's the only that's my problem. She is behind you.
Alright, I provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Does she have a weapon out?
No. Oh, and
Natural.
yes.
Yes. And then I'll have to make a spellcraft again to a concentration, but
Yeah,
make the
yeah.
attack if it hits.
Just do your attack first.
No, you do your attack first.
Actually,
Yeah,
you
attack,
goes
attack of opportunity goes
Oh,
first.
attack
He
goes
might,
first,
might
yeah.
interrupt his spell.
let me see. Spider form. Bite. Oh, good. I found it. 19.
It's a hit.
Okay, so roll your concentration check.
Right. Alright, I still think the concentration is enough.
Let's check concentration rolls for a second.
That's something plus damage taken.
It might be plus damage taken or not. That's what. If it's not plus damage taken, he makes it.
If it's not plus damage taken, I got more than 9 points of damage.
No, like she did 19, which is the. I don't know if it's the attack roll that you need to beat, or
It's the damage I take. Plus 10.
10 plus damage dealt. Yeah, exactly. That's how it
So?
is. Yeah, usually make it. She can't deal that amount of damage, but do me a fortitude check.
This happens after my spell is cast.
What's
I
the
think.
standard action? No, it's poison. It happens immediately.
Alright. So...
2 damage. You take only 2 damage from the bite in itself.
Okay. So let's see my fortune now. Come on, you can do it. Oh no!
Shit. Yeah. You fall unconscious on the ground.
I fall unconscious to the ground.
Definitely classing as a commotion this by now, though, Chuky.
But the scorching ray should go off.
Yeah.
Definitely counting as a commotion at this present moment in time. Considering there's been magic missiles and fucking people trying to
There is no
transform,
magic missile, yes,
and
there's no magic
scorching
missile.
rays going
Yeah,
off.
I'm gonna say yes. Roll your initiative. You can roll
But-
your initiative.
The scorching ray goes off, and it goes in
Wait,
front of
wait,
you.
I just joined the initiative now, though.
The scorching ray does not go off because you fall unconscious before you can do it.
Alright.
Like basically, that's how it goes. Like it bites
Alright.
you and you just drop.
I like the last
I still
initiative
go
roll
last.
better, but
Yeah.
I knew what was going on. and
I thought if I provided a condition to enter a thing, then that's the initiative that you enter on.
But she takes the magic missile, because
you,
it was a minor action.
Yeah,
Like-
she did take that. You do actually, yeah, you could get basically a surprise round. I think
But it's
that's
not a surprise round, it's just I enter the initiative phase. Now, like, I wouldn't enter the room and then roll initiative and then wait 5 rounds and then five other people's actions and then attack.
yeah, exactly. So you hear like oh, and the donkey
Blow the imaginary trumpet and just charge in on
Yeah.
the donkey.
He's charging in the donkey, and you see.
I don't make the donkey headbutt the door. I push it to the door with the hammer on the way.
Okay, and you see a giant spider creature in the middle of the room, and a cleric seemingly with eyes closed, casting in a orb. Doing something.
Spider definitely looks more dangerous. Is it within charge range? Of a
Yeah, but
donkey?
you cannot charge
I just
because
charge.
you've already moved. You can't do full action.
Yeah, charge in. If it's straight in front of me, I can carry on the charge.
You can.
But you charge in a straight line.
No, the problem is you moved in your turn already.
I charged in.
You charged in with your horse, yeah. You need a full round action. So basically, a charge is still a full round action.
But it's if a spider in a straight line, because as long
You
as
can
if I
move
charge
to it
in
and
a
attack
straight
it.
line,
You can move to it and attack it, but you can't.
that's
charge
even
it.
worse for you. Then fine, I move to attack it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying you can move to attack it. That's okay, but you can't charge it because you already
Okay.
used an action.
Do you still get multiple attacks when you're on top of a donkey?
Yeah, your BAB is still there.
And do I have to do anything additional
Wait,
while on top of the donkey?
Yes. Mounted combat.
It's a water-trained donkey.
It's still,
Actually,
it's still mounted combat.
I know, but I'm saying it is a water-trained donkey.
Yeah. You need a DC a ride.
I think it's like 5 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 5 for you.
Which I don't actually think I can fail.
It's a free check, just like it's a free action basically.
Yeah.
Just check.
I think you passed.
Yeah, I could only fail on the one if it was a 5.
Yep, you're okay. Nothing happens, and you attack you back attack the
Can I still strike while I'm on top of it?
No. I'm gonna say no.
Can I still have a stance while I'm on top of it?
No, special, you know.
Actually, you can't even fail on a 1, since a 1 is a 5.
I know, but I'd fail. That's the one.
Yeah,
But
1 is those
skills
fail.
aren't natural 1s.
Doesn't matter. Go on. Let's not get in another argument over 3.5 hazy rules.
Actually, I
Easy
have
rules,
I have
yes!
an argument of myself.
Go on.
You're asleep, go to sleep.
No, I'm not. I might be not asleep. If it's a surprise round, she cannot act. Attack of opportunity is in logic an attack action
But she
or a
attacked
free
you.
action.
She attacked you first, though, so you can't possibly be classed as in a surprise round.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she didn't attack me first.
She was attacked.
Yeah,
She didn't know it wasn't affected.
She was
She used
coming
this-
to you to bite you and put you to sleep. Why do you think the suggestion was sleeping?
Then why had a will save?
The what? The will
I
save
made
was
a
for
will
the
save.
suggestion. And she didn't know you were not affected.
Then it was a surprise round. She might have thought
Well,
I
no,
was
she was already moving to do her action.
She initiated the combat with her surprise attack.
she
So
was
really, you
still,
shouldn't
she
have had a
was
surprise
still
attack at all.
doing, she was still doing what she would have done even if you were affected of the spell or not. So her action didn't change. Get it?
Alright.
Okay. Back attack bonus 17 and 16. I think that might be a hit. Let's check her AC. Her AC is 15. Yup, you hit with both of those.
I've only rolled one. That was
Oh, that was
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah, go on. You hit with the first one.
Actually, what is that? Is that roll twice? 2 seconds. I think I might have hit the button twice. No, I don't have anything bound with +4.
No,
This
don't
was
worry.
fine.
No, go on.
This is what happens with stupid fucking macros, Chucky. This is why I don't like macros.
You do 9 damage
Probably
to
with the
her.
right check.
And then second attack is boom plus back attack.
That's not a hit.
Isn't back attack like fucking plus
2. No, actually, yeah, that's a hit because it's +2. So go on.
boom?
14. She does not seem well at all.
And then the donkey will attack, and I have no idea what the fuck a war donkey will attack for or with.
Bite.
Bite
Is
attack.
it bite or kick?
Bite.
It attacks with stubbornness.
It can't kick while you are on him. You fall on your ass if he kicks.
So what is it?
Whereas he kicks like that, like
Is it a bite attack?
Yep.
What's the bite attack?
1d6. He has the biggest bite attack.
What attack roll?
1d20 plus 2, I think.
Actually, the weakest
Something
bite,
like
No,
attack is
donkeys are-
1d2.
Donkey's not very good at attacking.
Yeah, but Donkey is not good at attacking. We're not all fumble for him.
And what is the action to dismount?
It's not a free action, I can tell you that. It's I think it's
Is
a
it
movement
swift
action.
or move action?
It's a move action.
So I wouldn't be able to do it this round yet.
Because
no,
you're on your bridle, you're on your... It's not like just jumping down.
no, that's fine.
Okay, then we have next in line would be this mage. His eyes go up and they grow a yellow, a pale yellow, and he looks at you and says, "Stop, or your friend never comes back."
Which friend?
You know which one. The tasty, beautiful one.
Not me then.
Not you.
I just reply and just say, have you seen my other donkey?
Stop with the blabbering. And lay down your weapons now, or I'll have her killed.
At this point of opportunity, can I foreseeably dismount and throw my weapon on the floor?
Yes, you can.
I'll dismount and throw
But-
my hammer on the floor. And just say, and just demand to see my companion straight away. And if anybody makes any attacking action, I'll fuck you up with my fist if I have to.
Move there. And he points at the door at the other side of the altar.
Looking at the door, do I notice anything suspicious about it whatsoever?
You can give me a spot check if you want to.
Is it a stone church? Do I gain any bonuses for anything potentially hidden while I'm doing
No,
the
because
search?
you're not near it. So even if you wouldn't get it. Because you need like to be in like 5 feet from it, so yeah. Nothing weird about the door, it seems to be a plain old door.
I walk to about 10 feet away from the door.
Okay. And Hennessy, you feel free to act whenever.
Yeah, I'll see where this goes for now.
Okay. This guy touches the spider, and the spider heals the amount of damage.
Fucking healers.
Okay,
Hit them.
and then
Causing trouble on both sides now.
he looks and says, "Now." And la-di-da-di-da, do me a willpower check.
I have to
Will
do.
save.
Yeah, you will save, sorry.
Me.
You.
I don't see anybody doing anything.
You just hear a couple of wow.
I must know what casting a spell looks like.
Yeah, but you're walking towards the door. Back turned.
You said you did that after it.
Sorry, what?
I walked to the door and then you said he healed the person.
Yeah,
I can't-
he's not casting the spell. He's not the one casting the spell.
Will is now +5. Is it against a spell? Or spell-like thing?
No, it's not.
No,
It's against
no.
a natural effect when he's casting a spell.
It might be.
You feel a sudden dizziness, but you power through it, and you're still alive. And as you turn back, or do you continue on?
I turn back and I tell him that I felt whatever the hell that was, and to stop the trickiness, otherwise the hammer of Moradin will strike him down for his deception.
You are more powerful than I thought.
I am more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Strike me down now and I will return more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Interesting. I need to say, very interesting. Let's see how you deal with these. And at him doing that, he is casting a spell. 1 second.
Oh my god, he just like wrecked himself completely.
Still.
I don't think you can see the Skype comment he said.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
They could have foreseeably survived this combat completely, bro. All I have to say is, Nick, we're in a very hasty
I
situation
thought
here.
it was automatic.
We're in a very hasty situation here, Nick, yeah?
I thought
Do
it was
is resolving this situation in a very hasty manner.
I thought it was automatic.
It's alright, you just need to act with haste. That's fine, Nick, that's fine.
I thought this was a sticky situation since it's all wet up.
Alex, now would be a good time to cast a heal. You must have a spell that you don't have to see the person to heal them. You have every other healing spell. Why do you not have the one where you don't have to be conscious?
To
Your
his
blood's not
side,
responding.
to his side appears a dire wolf.
Yeah, I'm gonna act now.
Okay, do it.
I am going to attempt to go up behind the mage and attack him.
Okay, you can attack
Now's a
him.
really bad time to be killing Nick. Can I just say that?
Probably.
Okay, you can try and attack him.
Are you trying to really attack Nick?
No,
I'm
he's
attacking
the
Nick.
mage.
Yeah, I'm attacking the mage that just summoned the direwolf that can smell me.
That's the cleric, isn't it? I thought the mage was the spider. I'm really confused.
Yeah, the spider mage.
Okay, the cleric then.
Yeah, but just okay. You roll your attack. Roll. But just as a FYI, there's no sneak attack to this.
Oh, lovely.
Just normal damage. Okay, do you know normal damage? Okay. And like he screams in pain from this blow to his back. And do you have another attack this turn?
No. What I have instead is I'm going to activate maneuver
Go on.
and teleport onto the other side of the door. That
What's the maneuver called?
Barak. The maneuver is called Shadow Jaunt.
Okay, and what does it do?
I disappear in a poof of shadow and can travel up to 50 feet.
Nice, interesting. It's yeah, you can get to the other side of the door. And
Find the lava pit that's there.
you like he turns around, sees actually no turn order, and that would be Varwak, your turn. So you have no weapon. There's a fiendish direwolf in front of you, and a mage who is transforming into the same spider that you see be to his side. And as he transforms, his robes kind of fall off, and you realize it's Tim.
Fine, good. I say, donkey, now! And as my swift action, I summon the magical hammer.
Okay, you summon the magical hammer of Morden.
And I point at the spider that the donkey should be attacking if all things go to plan.
Okay. But donkey nods his head and bites and kicks this dude. Bite is non-successful. Kick is non-successful. Hammer of Morden, you can roll for him. 23, that's a hit. 8. She doesn't look very good, but she's still keeping on her feet.
She also has gotten some magic missile damage if you applied.
But she got healed.
She got healed as well. And I am going to... Am I going to adopt the stand? Or am I going to... No, fuck it. Can I move up? Can I move up to her?
What?
Can I move up to her?
Yeah, you can move her to her. You just moved like 20 feet from her, basically, that's it.
Yeah,
you can go back to her.
What a shame the fucking rogues didn't stay behind her, you could have gone again. I am going to... I'm going to have to do a strike. Sorry, all my strikes changed. I'll need a strike of the thing, +4. I'm going to Divine Surge it.
Okay, do it.
You what I roll? No, it's just you have to attack, you can strike.
Okay.
But I don't know what I rolled unarmed, that's all. Actually, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm going to adopt a stance instead of attacking and move to pick up my hammer. Okay. How large do the spiders look?
Picking up a hammer from where you left it to the ground of that creature will cause an attack of opportunity from the...
Yeah, how big do the spiders look?
Large creatures.
Yeah, stone foot stance, and I go for the hammer.
Okay, good. So attack of opportunity from one of the spiders because the other one is turning her back, turning his back because something attacked it from there.
And they don't know what.
But the one that the hammer should be next to should be the one that it attacked.
Yeah, still, but like the hammer was basically in between them.
Yeah.
17 a hit.
Nope.
Good.
Not even.
You take your hammer, and you have your hammer in your arms, and it's turn of Miha. Miha looks around and just does a 5-foot step back and casts a spell. What's your touch attack? Touch AC?
Mine?
Yep.
It is top page. Touch is. Where does it say touch? Oh, AC versus touch attacks.
Yeah.
Will my bonus versus large things still apply to that?
Is it a dodge bonus or an AC bonus?
It's an AC bonus of +2 versus large creature. Just say +2 bonus.
Yes, it does, because touch AC is basically just your armor, no dex or any kind of.
That AC is only dexterity, not your armor. Flat-footed is not your armor.
No, yeah, he's right. My mistake. No, he's right. Doesn't apply the other way around.
Yeah, it's 13 then.
Okay. She creates orbs of. The crystal glows in her hand vibrate intensely before turning ice cold. As she hurls 2 of them at you, they resemble balls of ice. Okay, so let's see if she hits you or not. She is throwing 2 of them at you. 19. Hit?
Oh yeah, 13. If it's versus touch, then 13.
13, okay. And 15. Both of them are hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $23 damage from the first one. And 1 second. 22 damage from the other one, so a total of 45 damage.
Yep.
So 10 in your pool, and 35 damage on you. And now it's
2 of that would have been taken from damage reduction.
Yeah, sorry. So 30 or 33 on you. Tim's turn. Tim will.
Well, you take the damage reduction from both of them, don't you?
Yeah, he did. 35 to 33.
Tim looks around and.
Hang on, I can't be Tim.
No, it's Tim. It's Miha.
My hammer's next to Miha, so she was casting spells. I should have got an attack of opportunity.
No, she did a 5-foot step. I did say at the beginning she does a 5-foot
yeah,
step, and
then
she
I still get an attack of opportunity than Chuky because of my thingy that I got. But I did warn you about.
What thingy? I forgot.
The 5-foot step to provoke attacks of opportunity from me now.
Ah, yes. Well, the monsters don't know that, so do your attack of opportunity. Not your hammer doesn't get one though.
Yeah, but this foreseeably could have interrupted that spell though.
She's not casting a spell while she's 5-foot stepping, so she's not going to enter a spell. But you might.
But
kill
she's
her.
badly wounded.
She's
badly wounded, so she might kill.
That's a hit, and 15. Let's roll another d10 because that's a 10 above her AC, and if you're above a 5, 1 HP.
Ooh.
Kicker! Donkey gets an attack of opportunity as well.
No, 5%. You take the damage. She is very wounded. Tim looks around and casts a spell, and he disappears. And the dire wolf, who acts at the same initiative, attacks you. A large animal, so you do get your AC bonus from this as well. He is just biting you.
Just direwolf is just biting you.
26. 26.
26 on the dot.
1d. Oh shit, this is nice damage. 18 damage. Okay, that's 18, that's 17, 17 with damage reduction, which is 50 damage taken. And 10 on you. Now it is turn of Hennessy. Hennessy, in front of you, you see a cocoon. Actually, several cocoons, 3 of them, all made of web.
Lovely, I thought I'd find that here.
Yeah, the whole thing seems to be aware. There is web everywhere. Sticky even to walk on the ground here. Okay, go on. What do you do?
Probably don't have a way to revive them, unfortunately.
Being a rogue, unless in stabbing them brings them back to life. I think that's your specialities out of the window.
Yes.
There's one in front of you, there's one to your left, there's one to your right. What do you do? Arax?
Yeah?
GM send me a number, 1d3 roll. Roll me a 1d3 and go on, devil.
Flint and steel. Oh no. Probably a bad idea. I'm going to go for the middle one and see if I can cut it open.
Okay, you easily cut it open, and from out of it comes a woman that you have no idea who it is.
Ooh.
Seemingly one of the clerics here, but she is beyond saving. Her skin is stuck to her bones, and she barely has any life in her.
Ugh.
Not a good choice. You have used your standard action, which is to have your move. Which one do you choose, young Hennessy?
I'm going to choose the one on my right.
Okay. You go to the one on your right, but you can't do anything now. We'll go to how many rounds has it been? 3. Nick, do me a willpower save.
Me?
Yeah, it's been 3 rounds. Give me a willpower save. 19. You regain consciousness, but you're still not feeling well. You feel like you are fatigued for the rest of this day.
Fatigued? Remind me.
-2 to strength and dexterity for this day, until you rest. And
okay, so 1 less AC and such. Do they know I'm conscious? Like, I don't get on my feet yet, right?
No, you're on your ground. There's a big dire wolf with his ass turned to your face, and there's a spider basically from where you are to your right, towards the exit.
Right, because I rage quit to cry a bit. How bad do they look?
I'm fucked!
He looks very bad. Like Volrek looks very bad. He's how much HP do you have left?
Enough to survive.
No, like how much do you have left?
50 damage, 22.
So he looks very bad. He is not barely clinging to life, but he looks very bad. The spider is almost dead. Like its legs are failing under her right now.
Like 1
the
HP.
dire wolf.
Like 1 HP.
Like 1 HP. The dire wolf seems on like top shape.
Alright, tell me when it's my turn.
It is your turn.
So how many actions do I have this turn?
You have your standard action, your movement action.
Alright. So...
You can't cast spells from the ground.
Why the hell not?
I don't think you can. You need the somatic components in your verb. Can
He
you?
doesn't need somatic though. His class doesn't need somatic.
Let me see if I need somatic.
Check.
Oh shit.
Because if you need somatic, you need to be on your now.
I know.
Surely you should be able to cast just lying down and do the hand
No,
movement.
because it involves body movement as well. Like you need to.
As long as he doesn't have to bend backwards, then he'll be fine. You can still kick his legs out if need. If the you can technically do the can while you're on the floor with the jazz hands and everything.
Alright, will you let me cast a somatic spell while on the ground or not?
No, because I've told you can't because you need body
Right.
movement.
Is the Dire Wolf aware of me to make an attack of opportunity if I get up?
You don't know.
Alright, I will use my move action to stand up. Alright, I will
No,
not die from
your standard action to move up.
my standard action.
Yeah, that's to get up from a prone position. You need to use a standard action.
Alright, I use my standard action to get up. There is nothing
Not
better I can do
standard
at this
not
moment.
provoke an attack of opportunity.
Sorry, what?
Is it not standard to not provoke an attack of opportunity?
No, getting up from prone does provoke an attack of opportunity. But the wolf is indeed not aware of you, so you're okay. You have your movement.
But I can drink a potion as a move action, right?
No, it's
No.
standing up for prawns and move action Chuky.
Some of that.
Oh, then.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you're up. You're up then. You're it's yeah,
If
it's
you
a
want,
free
if you,
movement.
if you want to take the full round to stand up, you don't provoke the attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Like a whistle.
No, I want to be able to cast a spell, so I prefer
Yeah,
to
you're
take a
able to.
move action.
You're able to cast a spell.
Alright. And you said the spider looks really bad, right?
Look at that.
No, actually.
Nick, you built your character to do this one fucking thing. This is probably the one opportunity in the entire fucking campaign that is
Yes,
going to
but
be
if
of any
I-
fucking use whatsoever. So just fucking cast a spell!
No.
Farmwork is stressed. I think it's the first time he's been so low HP.
Never been below 50% HP.
Yeah.
Not once. Not
This
even
is-
against the dragon.
Not even, and this is even worse because he had a couple of rounds with no hammer. He laid his hammer down. You laid your weapons down as a dwarf.
Well, I didn't. I knew I had the magic hammer.
Oh yeah. I guess that's fair enough. Okay, come on. What do? You don't have this much time in a combat action. Go.
Okay, magic missile at the spider. Come on,
Good,
leave me
do
alone.
it.
Can I take back my action?
No.
No,
roll-
Nick, you
roll
built
it
your whole
already.
character to do this. Just do
Okay,
it!
you have 6 seconds.
The
I'm
dwarf
gonna.
is stomping his feet. If
Alright,
he
I
stomps
chose-
much more, I'll
I chose-
accidentally set
I
a charge
chose
off.
6 seconds, I chose. I will cast the third level spell I prepared.
Okay, do it.
It needs a ranged touch attack. Is
Do
she
it.
aware of me to get flat-footed bonus or not?
It is aware of you. She does
The
see
spider.
you. Yeah, she does see
Alright.
you. Like you're in her
Right.
line of vision.
So, it's a plus 2 because I also lost some dexterity. Right, it misses. We don't even care about it. See? The spell misses. Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
Now it's turn of after you. That's the end of the. No, that's Varrak. Go Varrak.
Go donkey, go donkey. Go donkey!
Donkey. Go donkey.
Show the kid how it's fucking done.
Donkey kicks. And Donkey doesn't bite, but Donkey kicks. And Donkey kicks the exactly like her. Donkey kicks her in the leg, and her leg breaks, and she falls on the ground and breaks her neck in the fall.
Fucking donkey.
He's dead. It's your turn, and the hammer of
Someone
Mordor.
get the fucking golden carrots. Whatever donkeys get. Who's closest to me, him or the dire donkey? The dire wolf.
dire wolf is
Dire donkey, that'll be a best.
Dire donkey.
Sorry, so Tim's over in the background, isn't he? A little bit.
Tim is not here anymore. Anywhere. He disappeared.
Vanished, didn't he? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Can the hammer detect magical targets? I have to be able to see them, don't I?
No, you have to be able to see him.
Damn it, should have set the hammer on him earlier. I revitalizing strike first this dire wolf. Which is a white raven. Move. Boom. Get fucked.
Ouch.
Yep. Roll me the fumble.
Every time it's something important.
Can you open the book? And you don't have it open. 1 second.
I've got it. Oh my fucking god.
What'd you do?
My weapon flies in front of me.
Your weapon is what?
Beneath
Weapon
the
down for the
feet.
second time.
Beneath the feet of the direwolf.
Well, it flies in that direction for 5 damage for 10 feet. So foreseeably it actually hits the direwolf.
Yeah, it actually hits the direwolf and attacks it, but the weapon is at his feet. Now.
Yeah, so 5 damage is done.
5
with the
damage.
direwolf.
At least it's
Does that-
something.
Does that class as my strike going off?
No.
You spoke, but you let go
I-
accidentally.
I smite myself with my shield.
Okay, now it is.
No, I'm being serious. It heals me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember I got
Wait.
the shield that turns smite,
no,
smite.
no, you can. Oh, yeah, you have 2 attacks. Go on.
I just don't know how to work out the damage for it. It's my offhand.
Shoot bash. Just do shoot bash and see. what
No,
damage you-
it's my damage
You bruise your finger on
plus
your
my charisma and everything, but I don't have any charisma, so I heal myself for that.
For Evan, you have 50. Now you
I
have
just- I just-
39
absorb-
damage.
I just
No,
absorb.
49 damage on you.
I just absorb the pool from that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Now it's turn of. Turn goes again. Turn.
Oh no,
of-
I can still direct the hammer at it.
Oh yeah, hammer. Go.
It's just a action, so
30. That's a hit, and it might be 10 plus AC. Let me check.
oh, that's the wrong hammer damage.
It's 10 plus AC.
Time.
10 plus AC, so another 3d6.
Another 3d6.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's double damage dice. Yep. Okay. Your dice are not happy with you today. Not at all.
Not happy with me. I just deal fucking
Well, the
15 damage
15
with
was
one
nice.
hammer.
Well, anyway, you would now need to do me. You hear a voice. Well, well, well. You're not dead yet. Do me a will save first.
Is it against a magic spell?
Yes.
It gets re-rolled. I got 2 of them. It gets re-rolled again. Can I re-roll the same one again? I can do
No,
it
I
twice.
don't think. I don't think
It
you
just
can
says
heal
you
this.
it says you can re-roll a save.
Save, a save. Okay, so
Yeah?
you failed that.
Twice
You
per
are-
day. Now at this level.
You are stunned for 1 round. Now you need to do me a fortitude save.
Don't roll one.
Okay, you're okay. You're not deafened. You need to make me a reflex save.
How can I be making all of these saves in 1 round? You're only supposed to do one save per round anyway.
Mm-mm.
It's a special spell, probably.
It's a spell. I can give you the spell
Sounds
afterwards.
like color spray.
No, it's
That
Just
should be
level
19.
freeze
Sorry,
spell.
I get an extra one for that.
19.
Oh,
Let me see.
if it's poison as well, I get another one.
It's not
Should
poison,
be.
don't worry.
If it's a dragon, I get +4.
You're not that lucky, don't worry.
If it's a dragon-like reptilian, I get +1.
You're okay. You don't fall prone, though you're very close to it. But you are stunned for 1 round. So what was stunned condition?
It just means I
Can't
can't.
take action.
Just let me check the exact component. A stun creature drops everything held and can't take any actions. Take a penalty to -2 to AC and lose all his dexterity to his AC. So you drop your shield.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because my shield isn't held. It's attached by a strap, and you hold it.
Oh yeah.
I'll lose the AC from that, but there's no way it could fall. It could fall off my hand.
Yeah, that's legit. That's legit enough. And now it's turn of big bad direwolf. Oh, actually, wait. Nick, you're in the same area of effect. Reflex, fortitude, willpower.
When is my turn, by
But
the
if
way?
he's in the same area of effect, then the direwolf is in the same
Yes.
area of effect.
Yeah. That's why I'm going back.
Alright, reflex first, you said?
Whichever. Just will, reflex, fortitude, all of them.
I will reflex first.
Do it.
Alright, good
16.
choice.
That's not enough. You fall
don't-
on your ass prone.
Alright, I fall on my ass. Then we go to fortitude.
Okay. You are not stunned.
And now we go the will
no,
save.
you're not deafened, and you're not stunned.
Alright, so I'm just prone. Alright.
Okay, now wolf time.
Aren't you already prone anyway? Oh,
No,
you
No,
stood up.
he was.
The mage is like, "Hmm?"
Don't stand up.
The mage is quite clearly been drinking all night.
The wolf is stunned.
Oh.
The wolf is deafened. The wolf doesn't fall prone. You all had the effect, like all of you together had all the effects.
I'm guessing Tim's been revealed then.
What?
Has Tim will have been revealed when he cast that then.
Oh yeah, he's revealed, of course, but you can't see him. Nick can see him. He is behind you, about 10 feet from you.
Is my turn after the direwolf or what?
Wait a second. I thought Valrek's back was to the door.
Yeah,
It is. The entire positioning for this thing is completely fucked, trust me.
Okay,
So if he's 10 feet behind you, then he's in the room I'm in.
And Nick is also behind the direwolf's ass, which is attacking.
No. This
Also where Tim
So-
was.
1 second.
Alright,
show you.
let's sort this out.
Let's
And I also want to turn
Bruick is the dire wolf. Let's say Bruick is the dire wolf. And where's Varek is here. This
I
is
also
where
have 2
This
damage
is
on
where
me.
the door is. This is where the door is. And Spider is Hennessy. This is where Spider is.
Where is Hennessy though?
Hennessy, 10 feet, not 15 feet. Hennessy is this way. This is the door. This is the door.
But
This
then
is
that
the
means he was
outside.
behind me.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but I turned to look at Tim when I went to the door.
He was invisible.
Not when I was turning around from the door. He wasn't.
No, not
He-
then.
he
He
cast
used the
he
spell
cast-
after.
he- So he's between me and the door.
Not between you. He's a bit.
No, but basically, yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah, between you and the door. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just I didn't do the map for all of these. We can just improvise it if it's like you can't understand it.
Can you just put the turn order? So because I got very confused on who is acting.
I have that one in front of me. Don't worry. Tim, Miha is dead, so like she was first initiative. After Tim is Hennessy. So first there was Tim, then the direwolf got stunned, so he can't do anything. But it's not stunned anymore because this was its turn. So it was stunned. Now it's turn of Hennessy. Hennessy, what do you do?
It's stunned for an entire round, surely,
Yeah,
not
it's
an
time for
entire
the
turn.
turn round. So for example,
It's still stunned.
Yeah, like for example, you won't be able to attack it, but Alexander would be able to attack it while it's still stunned.
the hammer would continue to attack it as well. So
Yeah, the hammer will continue to attack it.
Donkey, go donkey.
Well,
gonna say
unfortunately,
Donkey
I don't
was
know
not
what's going on in the other room, so I can't come help.
You
but
hear,
I will.
you hear like a great rumble, like exactly how I made it. Like imagine the
It's like a
greatest,
dubstep cannon going off.
the greatest thunderclap you've heard. Exactly like that. That's what you heard.
The problem is, I don't think that would be anything. I mean, it's combat. I've seen the
Just go
dwarf
on.
stand
Go
up
on.
to
You
a
don't
dragon.
need to explain anything. Go on with your
I'm going to attempt to cut open the right.
You, Miha drops from this one.
Miha?
The girl that looked like.
I just killed her. Well, the donkey just killed her.
She probably took the form of the girl that you just have in front of you. Come
We
on.
can
Nick.
talk about it later. She seems
Donkey
to
just killed Alex.
she seems to have some life in her. She's not dead yet, but she is on the brink of it. Like she needs medical attention and soon.
The other one, quickly.
Okay,
I go to the other one.
Okay, and that's your end of your turn.
Can I use my second attack?
No.
You can move. You can move.
He
Use
rolled
your
it.
sling.
He rolled the one. The first one was to your left.
You can move to the next one.
Yeah, he moves to the next one. He just said that.
Alright.
Can you tackle the next one as your move action?
Go.
He's got an attack with his other weapon.
It's
He
now.
does have two
You have
weapons.
attack
It's
He
with
has
now
two
turn.
weapons that he gets to attack with each time,
No, that's his time.
Yeah.
No, doesn't get it.
and you can do a move between each attack.
Actually,
Because if we were going to do second attacks correctly, second attacks actually take place at the end of the initiative round. Everyone does their first attack, roll the damage, then everything goes.
That's second edition.
That's right as well. You do it at the end of your turn at least.
Gave your turn, yeah. Well, it's feasible that you could get to the other one because you moved the last turn. You need to move now, and you had your second attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can feasibly do that. Okay, you
Alright,
cut
I'm
it
gonna go to that.
open, and Cyril pops up. Cyril will save.
Woohoo, finally.
Roll me a
And
15
please
above.
pass it.
That, yep, exactly.
26.
You're up. You're fatigued for the rest of the day.
Cool.
And you
Do I
feel
roll initiative
very
to go
bad.
inside the...
Free action.
Can I roll
yeah.
initiative to get inside the...
Yeah. Roll initiative.
And as a free action, I look to Cyril and say, "Battle outside. Need healing."
How do you know we need healing?
Healing block.
Because-
Healing block. Oh, perceptional. Ignore that.
Varak, it is your turn now, but you can't do anything. So, it's the end of your turn. And then hammer does damage.
Well, hammer does
Kill it.
damage.
Yeah, kill it.
Kill it.
Kill
Are
it,
you sure
if
it's
you can.
Walrock's turn because I had higher initiative? He had a 7, I had an 11, like Hennessy.
I didn't. No, my initiative
I
didn't
had a
count.
7, or I had a 6.
My initiative roll I didn't need. I entered initiative.
Yeah,
when I
you
had
have
the
the initiative
commotion.
without that. Like,
Okay.
at a certain order. You're the last one in the turn order. 14 kills this guy. The wolf is done. And now Tim is the only one who remains. And it's turn of Alexander.
Donkey.
Will the
He
donkey do
can't-
anything
He
first?
can't direct your donkey, and he
The
doesn't
donkey's
know
a
what to do.
fucking war-trained donkey. It can direct itself.
Alexander.
Purposely
I
bred for war and aggression.
I will get up as my standard action and fire a scorching ray at the enemy. I don't care how he looks like. I know he's the enemy. So
So
against
Varak
that
or Tim?
JC. Team. Come on.
Go on.
I think that hits. Maybe.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is.
Just ignore my rollings. It's just for my skill.
He's
that round.
he doesn't look good at all. And now we have Cyril. Cyril, go.
Okay. What do I know as a character right now?
I
Combat.
pointed towards the doors, said battle, healing.
Okay, I go towards the door and what do I see?
A bird mage.
Yeah, you see a dire wolf dead on the ground. You see a big spider thing dead. Another spider thing to the side that has no visual or view yet, who is fighting fighting the others. And you see Valrak, dizzy and very wounded. Very
The
wounded.
spider thing is burned in front of me, by the way.
Okay, I will cast my last Cure Mass Light Wound.
How did you
Mass
last?
Cure Light Wounds. Because I had to...
Oh no, you didn't sleep, did you? Well, you've been asleep for a long
I-
time. Is that class is getting you?
I don't think so, because I need to pray for an hour, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't praying, so...
Trust me, if I was trapped in the fucking cocoon for an X amount of time, I'd prayed the entire amount of time.
I think I was unconscious, so that doesn't count. Anyways, I want to cast my Cure Mass Light Wounds.
Okay,
And
do it.
I can hit 7 targets within 30 feet. And if I'll try to hit all my allies that I can
Every
see.
time you get to choose those 7.
I get to choose, yes. And that's how much they get.
Direwolf inspired.
And
stand
who
up.
can I hit with this?
You can hit Alexander, you can hit Valrak, you can hit the spider, Tim, and
I will not hit the spider.
and
I
also-
You
remember.
can also hit the
by
2
spider.
people in the.
Okay, I'll hit myself, Valrak, Alexander, and I guess Hennessy should be fairly close to.
Out of
right?
interest with that
I'm-
spell, can you
I'm
cast
at full
yourself
health.
with it or not?
Okay,
Wait,
I'll
how much
just
do all of or everybody?
Everybody
gets
gets
25?
25.
It's a mess. Yep.
and I do not
this-
know
this
how
is-
much damage it. They take damage past 5 or
You took
Okay.
yeah, you took a lot of damage. Basically, they fed on you.
No.
yeah, but more or less than 20.
No, you don't have. You have Constitution damage on you.
Okay, so I have 0. That's cool. Okay, and Alexander and Valrak heal 25. And that's my turn.
Good show!
Okay. It's Tim's turn. Tim looks around and say, "Well played. We shall meet again. See you soon." And he casts a spell and poof. Yep, out of combat.
What
I run to the door
happened?
and shut the door.
Well, I'm still in there.
I
and I'm
literally sprint to it and shut the door.
You sprint to the
Oh,
door.
you mean the door
shut it.
out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
you
the,
sprint to
the
door,
main doors.
and you shut the door.
Yeah, and I stand in front of it
You stand in front of it
with my shield
with your shield.
behind it. And my finger ready, because as soon as I see anything, point at it, and the hammer's going to go and smash it in the head.
Exactly.
And I tell everyone that he's still here. Unless he's a really high level mage, he's still here.
Go on.
Alright,
Mage detect
I
magic.
cast Detect Magic.
Healer beat you to it, never mind.
You cast Detect Magic, and the body of the direwolf grows, the body of the spider grows, but nothing else.
Fuck, he's a
I
really
go.
high level mage.
I don't think he's around.
Would detect magic be
Meanwhile,
real?
He probably
Rogue
would
is
have
tending-
a magical item on himself, since I do not see anything around me other than these two
Mean-
creatures. I doubt he's
Mean-
around.
Meanwhile, Rogue is tending to the wounded.
Oh, I go see the wounded and heal them for moderate.
I
couple
search the
moderate.
body of the spider.
I whistle the donkey over and
They
make
both
the
get-
make the donkey guard the door.
The
Okay.
two wounded get 20, 23, and 20.
Okay, the older woman says, "Horrors, monsters, doom is
Also-
coming."
That should have been 24 and 21. I
Yeah,
forgot to
but
update.
the problem is she dies. Like she
Oh.
can't be saved. But the other one, Mina, you save Mina.
Again.
She's a
Well,
wreck.
like,
Yep, and Alexander, you do find something on the body of this creature. you find a potion that you do not know what it is,
Alright.
and it's a black liquid inside of it.
Okay.
And then you find a parchment.
Alright, I open the parchment.
It's written in a very bad common, but it says
This is not the castle.
It's
you are
okay, I
looking
know
for.
undercommon. I know undercommon.
okay,
If it's
yeah,
under-
yeah, it's in the common. Do you want it private or public?
Private first.
Isn't undercommon more like Elvish, not common?
It's
No,
drow,
undercommon is
Actually,
common is basically the
undercommon
language of
is-
thieves and mercenaries, and it's
It's bad common.
no,
Yeah,
Cant is the language of thieves and
I mean,
mercenaries.
undercommon.
Undercommon is the language of illithids and beholders and things that live in the Underdark.
Actually,
Drow is its own language, and Drow
Yeah,
sign
Drow
is
i-
its own language.
Joe is.
anyway,
is
do I figure out what
Yeah,
it
you
says?
do figure out what's written inside. Like even if you just speak common, you understand the essence of it.
The princess is in another castle.
Send it to me.
How big does the
Oh,
spider head look,
James.
Chuky?
The spider head, just a large
Yeah.
spider head.
Well,
I'll
Is it as big as a human head?
Guys, cameras. Yes, as big as a human head.
Oh, excellent, that'll do. Bitch.
Yes, I just say that we...
Alexander
Okay.
and Hennessy, can you turn up your cam, please?
Oh. Yes, I'll tell them that there may be more in the city, and I give them the parchment with the orders. The parchment says this. So we must do a search in the town properly.
Okay, go on.
I just
what do
look
you-
at everyone and just go, who the fuck managed to convince me it was a good idea to go in the forest? And I look at everyone.
I look at you and say, you were the one who wanted to go through the forest.
Noel didn't have to say yes. We can't all be idiots. Come on, someone's got to take responsibility for the decision because it was quite clearly.
I take responsibility for the decision.
See, Mage has got some balls.
Gary, can you turn off your camera and turn it back on? It's not loading.
It's you, not me.
It's you, not him, I say, Gary.
Weird.
No, his camera is not loading for me, and everybody else's is fine.
Both of your cameras aren't loading for me.
Well, then it's
Same
like,
here.
quite clearly your fault then.
Fuck it. So, we've been going for about 4 hours, as the Skype call says. But yeah, we've been going on for about 4 hours.
3 hours, isn't it? Because we
3
started before
hours. No, 3 hours and 40. The first video was 1 hour and 40, and this is 2 hours. So, do you
Okay.
guys? I think we should stop here because if we go on, we might linger on into something bigger, and let's stop at like this is like kind of a closure and a bit of a what happens
Surprise.
next. Yeah.
What happens next is I will heal everybody to full.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
full
So-
already, by the way.
Let's just do shoutouts. So let's start the other way around. Devil.
YOLO and swag.
Okay. Nick. You wanna say anything? Nick.
Who? Oh, sorry. Yes. Before I shout out, I want to apologize to the party for failing almost 90% of the spellcasting in this game. But I'll try not to fail. And a shout out to the spider that made the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And the donkey that got the kill.
Gokalex.
He saved the day. He's a fucking hero. He's getting the golden carrot.
I thought I died. Turns out I'm still alive, which is good. Hopefully I didn't do stupid stuff like that again. Like walking
Hey,
at night alone. I didn't think it was going to be dangerous, but surely it should have been. in my mind, and it was still fun. And hope to see you next time.
Yeah. Gary, people can't see you, but we can hear you.
I'd like to shout out to Aaron Jesus, who has quite clearly been against me today.
Double
But
one.
not only for my own feelings. No, I've actually rolled like about 5 ones today.
No, in a row. Double one in a row you had.
Ah, yeah. But also for letting Nick down. Nick, don't blame yourself, blame Aaron Jesus. Your class was built for that move, and the only thing that let it fail was the dice.
Yes. Yes.
And
yes.
we shall have to wait about 5 sessions again before that move will actually become relevant.
No, you don't have to wait 5 sessions again. You either have to wait 2 levels or next session the same opportunity.
Okay.
We shall pray for Aaron Jesus to support us then.
RNGs will help us another time, Gary.
Besides that, I think we're gonna do next show is gonna be still like 3.5 Dungeoneers, because Out of the Storm is not gonna be happening this weekend. One of our players is gone, but we hope we're gonna get it back next weekend and maybe do a week session that week as well. We'll see how it goes. Besides that, soonish a new D&D show is airing. Which I'm DMing. It's gonna be an interesting show, and I'm not gonna say more. You're gonna find out later on when it's finally announced. Besides that, just like you have Twitter, you have YouTube, you have the Steam. If you're interested, give us a follow, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We had a blast. See you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.